You've probably taken an IQ test. Maybe you still remember your score. But what if I told you that number doesn't actually tell you how intelligent you are? Not because it's fake, because it's only telling part of the story. And before this video ends, you'll discover the one question that's far more important than asking, "What's my IQ?" Let's begin. Most people believe IQ tests were created to measure how smart someone is. They weren't. When the first modern IQ tests were developed over a century ago, their purpose was much simpler. They were designed to help identify school children who might need extra educational support. That's it. But over time, something strange happened. People stopped treating IQ as a tool and started treating it as a label, a number that supposedly decides who is smart and who isn't. But human intelligence has never been that simple. Imagine two people. The first solves logic puzzles faster than almost anyone else. The second struggles with puzzles, but stays calm in a crisis, learns quickly from mistakes, and understands people exceptionally well. Who do you think is more intelligent? There isn't an easy answer, because intelligence isn't just about solving puzzles. Some psychologists, including Howard Gardner, have argued that humans may have different forms of intelligence, such as logical, spatial, musical, interpersonal, and others. While this idea remains debated, it highlights an important point. A traditional IQ test mainly measures certain cognitive abilities. It doesn't capture everything that helps people succeed in the real world. And that's where many people misunderstand their score. But here's something even more surprising. The people who know the least are often the most confident. Psychologists David Dunning and Dunning-Kruger discovered a fascinating pattern. People with lower skill in a particular area often overestimate how good they are. Meanwhile, people with greater expertise are more likely to recognize what they don't know. Think about that for a second. The loudest person in the room isn't always the smartest. Sometimes, it's the opposite. Now here's another fact almost nobody talks about. For much of the 20th century, average IQ test scores increased across many countries. Researchers call this the Flynn Effect. Scientists have proposed several possible reasons, including improvements in education, nutrition, healthcare, and environments that encourage more abstract thinking. The exact causes are still debated, but one thing is clear. IQ scores are compared against other people in your generation. That's why the tests are regularly updated and re-standardized. So even your score depends partly on when the test was taken. That raises an interesting question. If intelligence can be influenced by environment, and the tests themselves need updating, how much can one number really say about you? Now let's ask a different question. What actually predicts success? Research suggests that qualities like persistence, self-control, emotional regulation, and the ability to keep learning play an important role in long-term achievement. Angela Duckworth's work on grit, along with many studies on self-regulation, points in the same direction. Success isn't determined by IQ alone. It's shaped by how you respond to challenges, how you adapt, how you learn, and how you keep going after failure. So maybe you've been asking the wrong question all along. Instead of asking, "What's my IQ?" ask yourself, "Am I becoming a better thinker than I was yesterday?" Because the people who grow the most aren't always the ones who start with the highest score. They're the ones who never stop learning. Your IQ might describe one part of your mind, but your habits shape your future, and that's the kind of intelligence that can truly change your life. If this video changed the way you think about intelligence, subscribe to MindReset, because the next thing you learn might change the way you see yourself forever.